What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about GFAL, Games for a Living, for Mr. User SN4GF2QH4L or I. This one's for you. We'll talk about these coins too in this video as well. We're going to talk about MYRIA and XOR. But we're going to start with GFAL. So looking at this chart, for what we have, it's very wiki, not a whole lot. I mean, I guess we can go off it. Yeah, we can use this, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of volume in it. It's a new coin, very new coin. I wonder, USDT maybe, MEXC. I keep hearing about MEXC. Is it a good exchange? Like, is it actually trustworthy? We'll use BitGet for now. I will be honest, this flat top, it just looks very, very flat. I kind of would expect that you would go higher. Maybe you go a little lower first, but I don't know. What would you do with your last flat top, right? Flat top here, you broke through it, found support on it, you're kind of finding support on it again. I don't know, man. Maybe you do go higher. A lot of volume down here, not a whole lot of volume since. Maybe it's moved off of BitGet. BitGet's not that big of an exchange, so maybe it's moved through other avenues or something like that. But all in all, this chart looks bullish, man. It does look bullish. Even if you go lower than that line, you probably won't go like too much lower in relevance to this chart. That 236 is right there at about 1.8 cents. 382 is at about 1.4 cents. So somewhere in that area, come in here where this like weekly closing area is, right at the 382. That's not bad at all. That'd be a good area to find a decent like higher low buy. That'd be like a 40% drop too. So that's kind of on par with what I think most cryptos are going to do here soon. So that would make sense. I don't generally look for support on the 236, but you could come down to the 236 and find support. You might not. You might just be continuing to go higher. But it's hard to do analysis on something like this because it's just so new. The weekly RSI looks good, but there's not a lot to go off of. The daily RSI kind of looks bad. It actually looks like you're in this downtrend. You did bounce off the oversold zone. The last time you were down here, you went all the way up. Same thing with over here, but lower highs so far. If you continue to build in price and you can negate this like downtrend that you have in your RSI, if you can get a little bit higher, things might start to look better. They honestly might start to look better. It's starting right now with this being above 50, but you might turn around from here. It's hard to say. Let's look at the 4 hours, see if we can get a little bit more conclusive. Man, the 4-hour RSI doesn't look bad either, but you are moving up with decreasing volume. That's not a good look. 1 hour RSI looks good, man. It looks strong, but you keep waking up. I don't know, man. This is probably, let's see, what is it? GFAL, right? Games for a Living. GFAL. $34 million market cap. Something like this, it can do unpredictable things. Like tomorrow we could see it just, like who knows, it'll go off the chart and break your computer. Who knows, maybe it does the opposite of that and it goes down. You never know with these coins. If it's to respect TA, I would assume, I don't know, man. Based on the daily RSI, I would assume you turn around from here. But the other RSIs look kind of strong right now. To be fair, you're not even overbought on your 4 hour. You have been overbought on your 1 hour, so I would expect you to see some kind of a pullback, and that might affect your day here. And if you turn around here, I would think you go to the oversold zone. So I don't know. I would expect you to go lower. I think you go lower than this low, but maybe you don't go lower than this 123. You've been finding support on it since its existence, which, again, it's a very short chart, so it hasn't had much time to kind of find significance on this line, but for the time that we do have it, it has shown significance. So maybe you come down here, bounce off of it, and then continue to go higher. I do think you will go higher than this. I don't think that you'll go lower than this, but in the meantime, I do think that you drop lower. And there is, even though I don't think that you'll go lower than this, there's completely the possibility, the potential to go lower than that. Let's see, if we're looking at, again, from this bottom to top here, I mean, that's below your 382, so I really wouldn't even expect that you go there. But if you were to go lower than this, you could go all the way to your 61869 for sure, to 0.9 cents, 0.8 cents. That's totally possible, even normal. So with these low cap coins, man, it's never easy to say, but these are ideas. And for what we have right now, it looks like it's going up pretty straight, man. Looks pretty good. Kind of looks like an ascending wedge. which is inherently bearish, but I don't know if it's your entire chart's existence is an ascending wedge. Is it bearish? I don't know. Anyways, down first, and then we could talk about upside, but for now I think it goes down. Where's like a likely area that I would expect it to go? This purple line. If you put 123, if you have a moving average and you set the length to 123, right? That's where you can look to find it, and that would be right around this previous low, previous highs even. Wow, find support on a previous area of resistance. That would be nice. Somewhere around 1.9 cents. That's what I'd give it. So that's GFAL. Next we are going to talk about, nope, that's not it. We're going to talk about, and I used to have long hair, guys. It used to be glorious. It used to be so glorious. Anyways, man, it's funny. I have an Instagram with this photo also, and sometimes I'll like get in arguments with people. It's just how it is. People like always go for the hair. They're like, "Oh, you look like a fruitcake." You look like they always comment on the hair, man. They always comment on the hair, and it's like, joke's on you. I don't even have that hair anymore. Anyways, next we're talking about MYRIA, MYRIA, MYRIA on OKX. I'm assuming OKX. Looking at it. Yeah, kind of looks good. Kind of looks like it wants to go up. A very new chart, nothing but downside, but you have this, I think they call that an inverted roof. The pattern site. Chart patterns. Where's the eyes? Inverted roof. Yes. Yeah, inverted roof. It kind of looks like that, right? Like you can see where I'm going for. You go there. Go there, put a flat line on it, something like there maybe. Yeah, it's an inverted roof. I mean, maybe you could move this line a little bit. I don't know, something like that maybe, and then bring it in. I don't know. It's somewhat of an inverted roof. Maybe it's not a textbook inverted roof, but something like this that's brand new, that probably doesn't have a high market cap. I mean, you don't need to meet picture perfect criteria. You're number 2,884. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong one. Nope. MYRIA. Are you even on here? MYRIA. Oh, I don't know. Myriad special. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. We're gonna go with this one, and let's just see if it matches. Oh, it does. That's the one right there. That's what you do. So number nothing. It doesn't have a number, I don't think. Unknown market cap. Yes, you could definitely not look pretty. You're beautiful for an unknown market cap. So anyways, looking at this thing on a weekly, looks like you're breaking out. Looks like you're going up. Volume's increasing. Okay, cool. It doesn't say what its market cap is. That should tell you probably not to invest. But if you want to degen, go for it. Sometimes degenning. At one point Shiba didn't have a defined market cap, and if you degened into that at the right time, you made a lot of money. It was like the best avenue to make money in the last cycle, technically, if you got in at the right time. RSI is looking strong on the weekly. Talking about MYRIA now, not Shiba. Daily RSI looks strong too, man. Yeah, wow, definitely strong for a potential Ponzi scam coin that might just rug pull. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. I would think that if you go lower, it won't be by much. I think you're about to have a breakout, man. I think this thing's about to move up. Yeah, like soon, like very soon. You're probably, and when I say have a breakout, like I'm talking a move that's going to be, let's see, something that's like 70% or more to the upside. Let's see, from here, from the current price to this low, that's 52. So yeah, you're probably going to go into this like previous price range. Maybe you go to like the middle, like where these tops are, something like that. I don't know. Let's look at some fibs real quick. So the daily RSI, the weekly RSI look good. This is a very new chart, so that doesn't mean too much. The daily, if we're looking at this here, I wouldn't count this as the all-time high, so I am going to count this as the all-time high. And then here we are at the low. You're finding support on your 236, potentially getting ready to go up to your 382 or your 61869 area. So maybe you go even higher than this here. I don't know. Maybe you stop out at your 382, come back to your 236, and then work your way up. But I do think that you're probably going to have a date with Destiny somewhere up here. If not, maybe a little bit lower than that. But I would think somewhere in this range between about 0.004 and 0.0046. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say about this. I don't know enough about it to gauge if it'll gain more than that, if if it'll just do like spectacular things or if it'll turn around. But for now, in the short term, definitely bullish. And last but not least, we're going to talk about XOR. XOR. I think this is the one. BitGet or Gate.io. I think we're going to use Gate.io. Oh, what a horrible chart. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. This is another one that I'm so impressed with how terrible it looks, actually. This is crazy, man. You went parabolic, but to the downside. And you finished off as you would with most parabolic things. Now, I'd say the most bullish thing about this is how far down it's gone. No, it's this volume. You have a lot of volume, the most, like by far, the most volume that you've ever seen. This is on Gate.io, so this, doesn't have the highest volume out of exchanges. Let's see what BitGet says. Okay, we're using Gate. We were right the first time, man. Okay, so, not a whole lot to go off of there, but for what it is, that most of your volume came in, all of your volume came in essentially at the all-time low. That would be good for a bounce, showing parabolic stuff. But man, this is insane. How does something do this? Weak RSI, daily RSI looks weak. Overall, I would expect that you go lower. I would. Just because that seems to be all this chart wants to do. Yeah, man. Rejecting your 382 like that, you're below your 236. If you don't find support on, really, if you don't form like a double bottom, you're probably going lower. And I would expect you go lower, which isn't too hard to say, is it? Even though you have all that volume, I think you go lower, man. I really do. Can't really do too much TA on this, so. I didn't call it this in the beginning, but guys, that is your shitcoin showdown for the day. If there was to be a winner between the three, it would definitely be hands down MYRIA. That would be the one. But they all kind of look bad, so I wouldn't put my money in any of these. If you are interested, if you know more about it than I do and there's some legitimacy to it, you like to trade them, go for it. Don't let me steer you away from making or losing money, but personally speaking, I wouldn't recommend any of my family members buy this stuff. I've said that about coins before and ended up buying them anyway, so what do I know? But just looking at the TA out of the three, I would say that, what's it called? I keep forgetting. MYRIA is the best of the three. So that's all I got. Talked about XOR, MYRIA, and GFAL, gaming for a living. So if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.